Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another Rebelscum.com video review. And today we are reviewing the Micro Galaxy Squadron Snowspeeder with Luke and Dak. And here it is. They look really awesome in their little mini card back bubble there. You got the Snowspeeder. You got what looks like their version of the Battle of Hoth, which looks pretty cool. Very nice and action-packed there. On the back, it shows you some blueprints and some features of the vehicle right up here. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. And here it is out of the packaging, and it's tiny. It's so tiny. But it's supposed to be tiny. This thing looks awesome. I feel like they did such a good job of nailing this piece right here. This looks way better than the old Action Fleet one. And the Action Fleet one was pretty good for its day. But this one definitely has some improvements. Scale is a big one. A lot of people forget that the Snowspeeder or T-47 Airspeeder is not a very large vehicle, despite having a cockpit and a rear gunner seat. All of the details are there. It has the flaps, which you don't really pull up with like your fingernail, but if you pull them back a little bit, or if you hang it back like so, you can get the flaps to open up, which is pretty cool. So like as you turn it or bank it, you can get those individual flaps to go, which is pretty cool. You have articulation on the tail gun here. You have your little harpoon and tow cable right here, which just pull out. And I really love the way they engineered this piece right here because it extends out. You've got the little hook on the end, but on the bottom, you have this little wheel right here, which as you roll it, it retracts the cable, which is really cool. And it does have storage, so you don't have it just hanging out. There's this little switch section right here on the back. Oh, I didn't catch that before. The switch makes the flaps move. Oh, that's so cool. Well, there you go. So you don't have to like let gravity do the work to play with the flaps. You just play with the switch. That is so neat. I did not catch that. Wow. How cool is that? Jazwares, man. They just keep blowing my mind. Anyway, you can take it, have the hook end in, leave yourself a little bit of a gap from the switch there, and just kind of maneuver it. There we go. Just kind of maneuver it so the switch will hold it in place, which is very nice. I like that it's got that little bit of storage there. Now, you also have a little bit of landing gear there that just flips out there on the bottom. Just one little landing gear leg, which is normal for Snowspeeder toys. You can open up the cockpit, of course, and there's some inner paneling detail on the inside. Even at this scale, it's just amazing how much detail they're able to get on the molds of their little vehicles. Now, for this vehicle, like I said earlier, you get Luke and Dak, and this is a unique Luke from the two different ones we got with the T-65 X-Wing. There's the regular X-Wing pilot Luke, which we reviewed with the Luke's X-Wing review. If you haven't watched that, go back and watch that video. And then there's the variant release of Luke's X-Wing with Jedi Luke and R2, which we still haven't been able to track down one of those yet, but that's another Luke figure you can get for your Micro Galaxy Squadron collection. So anyway, here they are. They look awesome. There's Luke, there's Dak. Let's get them out of here so we can check them out. And Luke even has the proper colored suit. He's got the gray heavy boots, the gray heavy thermal gloves like he's supposed to have. Visor is down on this figure. He's got his red little Rebel insignias there on his helmet. Now Dak is the same figure but with the blue Rebel insignia on his helmet. And then to seat them inside, Just bring up the shoulders a little bit, bring up the legs. Go ahead and sit down deck. We'll do the same with Luke. Bring up the shoulders, bring up the legs. And then we'll sit down. Go ahead and sit down, Luke. And there the two of them are, back to back, ready to go take on the whole Empire by themselves. Or at least as Dak says. You can close your little hatch there. You can still see them through the canopy there. And now you can send your little airspeeder, your little snowspeeder into battle to fight the AT-ATs. They definitely have a golden opportunity to make good on what Action Fleet was unable to do, because the Action Fleet AT-AT was tiny. Really, really way too small. And it doesn't have to stop there, of course. They could do AT-TEs. They could do the AT-ACT from Rogue One. They could do the AT-ATs from Rebels. They could do AT-DPs. Hopefully they have plans to do a properly scaled AT-ST at some point. We'll see. Who knows? And yeah, ground vehicles are really awesome. And I definitely want to see Jazwares do more in the Micro Galaxy Squadron line. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's review featuring the Micro Galaxy Squadron Snowspeeder with Luke and Dak. Do you hope that they do some of the other Snowspeeders seen in the Battle of Hoth, like Zev's and Eska's, aka Rogue 2, or Wedge's Snowspeeder, or so on and so forth? Because there were more Snowspeeders that were part of Rogue Squadron defending Echo Base and assisting in those filthy rebels escaping justice from the Empire. But also list below what other ground-based vehicles you would like to see Jazwares do in the future. I definitely want to see some more Clone Wars era vehicles, but there's also some really cool sequel trilogy era vehicles that could be just as easily incorporated into the line, like the Ski Speeder from The Last Jedi, for example. Anyway, stay tuned for more Micro Galaxy Squadron reviews. Stay tuned for more Rebelscum.com content. Like and subscribe. Follow us on social media. Go to the website daily for daily content. And don't forget to sign up for collectorsoracle.com today so you can start managing your collection like a pro. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the Force be with all of you. You Rebel Scum.